GTA, an absolutely legendary franchise that changed the gaming world forever. If I would ask y'all right now about your favorite GTA game, most of y'all will probably say San Andreas, Vice City, GTA 3, or maybe even GTA 5. But did y'all know that there's a GTA game for the Nintendo DS? And not only that, it's also the best rated game for the Nintendo DS ever. But is it really that good, or is it all just hype? Let's find out together. The game starts off with our main protagonist, Huang Li, on his way to his uncle Kenny all the way over from Hong Kong to hand over a sword that belonged to his dad who recently got murdered. Arriving at the airport, there's an ambush, the sword gets stolen, and Huang Li gets hurt bad. In this tiny cutscene right here, you can already tell the stylistic choices of the game. The story always gets told in that kind of comic-esque type of way, while the gameplay reminds me a lot of the older GTA games, especially 1 and 2. Instead of trying to make a true 3D game for the DS, which was always the risk of it looking horrible and too washed out, they decided to create a top-view game with a so-called cel-shading graphic, which makes everything appear a bit more cartoony and not as serious as some other GTA games. But I think that is a great choice nonetheless. I mean, a bit more cartoony ain't too bad. In the end, this is the same console that is home to Nintendogs, so I get it. After the ambush, our main protagonist gets thrown into the water, trapped in a car, and surprise, touchscreen action. After all, we are playing a Nintendo DS game, so there has to be at least some unnecessary touchscreen interaction, right? Scratch the word unnecessary though, because the use of the touchscreen is actually brilliant in this game. Break the car window open, use the touchscreen. Hijack cars, use the touchscreen. Make a Molotov cocktail, use the touchscreen. Gate locks need to be cut, you guessed it, the touchscreen. Especially the hijacking car situation makes the game actually more realistic than some other modern GTA games where you have to press the triangle to hijack a car. And it's not even the same hijacking mechanic each time. They actually change it up depending on which car you're trying to hijack. So after using the touchscreen mechanic for the first time and making it out of the car alive, the goal is quite clear. Get the sword back. I know, the story seems quite simple, but honestly, it totally works. For a GTA game on the Nintendo DS, I simply don't need a complex story with 10,000 plots, you know? This is what I was expecting, to be honest. And even a bit more. As I said, the ultimate goal for the game is to get the family sword back, but we still get to do a lot of missions in the meantime. The game actually takes place in Liberty City again, even though they shortened the map a bit, and by a bit I mean like by a third. But still, cool to drive around Liberty City on the DS. In general, I feel like the game is a lot more focused on driving than some other entries in the franchise, but I mean at the end of the day, the game is called Grand Theft Auto and not Grand Theft Walking. Also, a big part of the game is dealing with flour and salt, if you know what I mean. And the way they implemented it into the game is crazy. By the way, don't do stuff like that, kids. But if you actually decide to do it, only in the game of course, this game will teach you one or two things about finances. Cause the game mechanic is actually built like a stock market. Compare prices from different sellers, sell the stuff, and build a business with Huang Li. The only downside of the game to me personally is that I never really thought that Huang Li is a great protagonist. And I heard that I'm not alone with that opinion. I never really grew a bond with him like we all would with Trevor, Franklin, or CJ. I think it could be the lack of voice acting in the game, or maybe just the brilliant but still pretty simple story, or maybe the fact that especially the in-game graphics make Huang look like Steve from Minecraft sometimes. Having a more silent and laid-back protagonist has also one good thing in my mind though. It feels more like we are the person doing the missions. We are feeling less like controlling someone and more like we are included because of the lack of personality of the main protagonist. So as y'all see, the game is actually worth the hype. Would I agree though with a ranking of 93? Actually, yes. Of course it's weird to see a game like GTA on the DS at first, but in my opinion, it works surprisingly well. Have you ever played GTA for the DS, or have you ever even heard about this game? Let me know in the comments. And that's it. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please consider to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and as I said, maybe leave a comment. I hope to see y'all soon again. Until then, God bless y'all, stay healthy, bye.